I originally wasn't going to speak, however, compelled by my heart.
Sure, give us your name, please.
Lydia Ponce. I'd like to thank Bill Rosenthal for assisting and speaking at the meeting for the Native American State of California Commission 2 Fridays ago, and assisted in the decision to rebury and have the ceremony in June for all the remains from Playa Vista. Thank you. I'd also like to thank Peggy and Calvin for doing what they do, but they are not the only ones who serve food, and rain or shine, between a lot of us volunteers, we serve hungry people, not just homeless, but hungry people who just pay their rent and they can't afford to look for bread for the rest of the week. This 3.5 blocks noise, this amplified noise minimum, is clearly not enough. There are people who complain across the street from this park about the children playing on the playground or playing even soccer. We have at Westminster a spin class that starts at 7 a.m. and my friend, very dear friend, Jay DeMars, lives across the street from that spin class, and at 7 a.m. they start with Work That Butt, with a lot of disco, loud techno music. So if we're going to put up a fight about noise and her right to live in a quiet zone or quiet area, that would be it. Because I don't know personally why anyone would move to the Boardwalk knowing that even just the visitors, take away all the performers and the music, just the visitors are enough, it's enough noise right there. And how do you measure that when one rambunctious crowd is louder than the next? Thank you. We though have a responsibility though as the people who do serve the community and as artists and musicians and as IRPs, whatever that is. We have a responsibility to prove while this is not an action though that we can get along and that there is going to be less crime before this goes into action. We can prove that we can all get along. We may not hold hands and sing kumbaya, but we can prove to them in the short time that we have left. So, in my trying to understand why we need a permit for any of this, because drums are carried by the wind to my house at 5th and San Juan on a Saturday and Sunday night. But you have to understand that that's how some of us pray. We pray with the drum. I don't know how you're going to regulate that. It goes beyond First Amendment. It goes beyond my right to practice my freedom of my religion. And so I don't really know how you're gonna have a lot more lawsuits on your hands. Drums are our form of prayer. Noise is a part of life. And music is a part of the Boardwalk. Thank you.
Good evening. Good evening, I'm Tony Acevedo, a Vietnam veteran, and I'm tired of losing my civil rights in this country. What I want to talk about is this ordinance, how it came about to be. And it came about to be with one of the city attorneys saying, I don't care what you sell on that boardwalk as long as you take donations. Now, the boardwalk was constituted for art and not commercial vending. Commercial vending has been defended by the artist. There hasn't been one commercial vendor go to court on a citation. I have 6 citations on this ordinance. Now, the last time I went, an officer gave me a ticket because he claimed that I wasn't doing art, and I said, yes, I am. So he gave me a citation, and he asked me if I was willing to take that to court, and I said, yes, I am. I was cited, went to the judge, and right away the city attorney wanted to negotiate and cut my fine down, and I said, no, I want a continuance to get a lawyer. The second time I showed up, I had a lawyer. I was reduced to an infraction and sent to a traffic court. Now, I don't understand how a game is played like this when I have a misdemeanor and it turns into an infraction, and I'm basically facing a traffic ticket. I didn't commit a traffic violation. I'm an artist. And for one thing, I have not seen one commercial vendor go to court in this ordinance. The police comes and say, you can't sit here, you gotta leave or we're gonna cite you. I believe if you're gonna make an ordinance that you say, you can't sell commercial vending here, you should give them a citation and let them prove that to the judge. Now let us defend those people because the ordinance was dropped down because we're fighting it in court right now. And it's been infested with commercial vending. Now, Mr. Rosenthal, the last meeting, I told your assistant, I said the simplest way to get rid of this is that you are not allowed to let people vend commercially out there. And he asked me, well, how do you justify, what is commercial vending? And I said, anything that you buy wholesale for retail sales is commercial vending. And that is exactly what's going on in that boardwalk. And the next thing he said, well, how do we prove this? Now, if you people can't prove what the hell is commercial vending, there's something wrong. Because, let me tell you, there's people there that bring 100 items one day, sell 50, come back the next day and have 50, another 100 items. Now, I used to work for the federal government in construction, and I know what it takes to make a piece of art. And some pieces of art, you can't make 100 pieces overnight. And it's against the law to have a factory in your garage. So if that person is bringing that much stuff, basically he has a business or a factory in his garage. It's also against the law. And I'm just sick and tired of the city taking it out on the artists to defend commercial vending.
Thank you, Tony. Thank you.
A couple of questions for you. I'm wondering what kind of time frame we're going to look like. We're looking at this is railroaded through like the last ordinance, and we have to be under the effect of it. When is this going to start being enforced? And the last ordinance was railroaded through, and I kind of think this was probably going to be the same. Also, as an artist, I practice many different types of art sometimes, and I was wondering, is in a tattoo a P or an I zone activity? I'm just wondering, is it a performance art, or is it a self-expression art? I mean, henna I haven't heard being addressed at all.
Well, let this gentleman who's coming to the mic now say, yeah, sure. And go back up to the mic.
Knowledge. And printing the buttons, this also, the vendor must be, he himself made, there is a very hard line, I think, and therefore you consider about that, and how is this like, okay, what kind of religious freedom is that? That's what we have. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Here's what I want to say again, you guys, and to everybody in Venice Beach and everybody who supported the Hunt lawsuit and gave me money and everything to watch everything go down. Bill, what the people are telling you, just like Fragrance said, we had this preliminary injunction, time, place, and manner. Get LAPD out the federal decision decree zone. They're violating it. You understand that. Everybody understands that. It's time to get these bureaucrats out of here and give Venice Beach back to its people and go back to time, place, and manner. That's all you have. Understand that. You'll have less pop. You don't have the resource to manage your boardwalk, number one. Two, it's taking up too much valuable time, good police time, that is just thrown away behind some nonsense. And if you go back to what Abby Kinney said, it says this is for everybody. Stop the BS right now. You got the pen. You can stop it. Time, place, and manner. Give LAPD a good job, not a bad job, where they're going to be up under the federal decision decree, and where all this is going back to Judge Hall because I'm suing them. Think about it. These are good people. You turn good. Get rid of these bad people.